So it's how we think and how we feel. And you can see that all throughout Psalm 119. So when he says that he's a man after Yahweh's own heart, actually one of the translations for lev, for heart, really is mind. Okay? It's not just the emotions, but it's a thinking. Okay? It's a thinking part. Because otherwise we're just thinking about emotions. Our emotions are often mindless. Okay? Or a lot of times when people are emotional, we say they're out of their mind. And so we want to understand that this is a consciously driven emotional space. Because a covenantal relationship is a loving relationship. If you love me, guard my commands. Because I love you, I'll give you everything that you ever could have desired. I'll keep you safe. Give you abundance. You'll be fertile. The ground will be fertile. You'll be fertile. You'll have children. You'll have food. You'll have abundance. You'll be safe. I love you. That's what you get. You love me. That's what I get. There is no separating love and the Torah in relationship to him and to each other. That's the way he designed it. For all of these things are your servants. They accomplish your desire. The heavens, the earth, the Torah. We get an opportunity to take that in and then be a part of establishing. But these things are at the moment his servants. Now, human beings also can be his servants, but that's a choice we have to make. He opens the eyes, opens the ears, calls, draws, whatever you want to use as your word for understanding that, and then we have a choice. The heavens don't have a choice. The earth doesn't have a choice. He establishes these things. We have a choice. Those things all serve him. The Torah, the word, the message, the instructions, the guidance, all serve him. He said, if your Torah had not been my delight, oh man, my life is really rough right now and I'm miserable and man, everything's going wrong and people are beating on me and nothing seems to be going right. Oh, wait a minute. But all things work to the good. But wait a minute. Yah's in control. But wait a minute. He's got a plan all the way to a new earth and a new heaven, and he's got a plan to wipe away every tear. I'm okay. I can be okay, even though all this stuff is happening. Oh, wait a minute. In his Torah, he said all this stuff would happen. I can take comfort in that. It's happening according to what he said. This is the way most people want to interpret in Matthew when he says that, the greatest in the kingdoms were those teaching to do the commandments, and the least in the kingdom are those teaching to break it. But then in your mind, you're thinking that means they're still in. But you don't understand that verse at all. He's saying those in the kingdom will be talking about those who taught to keep the commandments and say those are people that were great. Those are the highest level of people. People that walked it out. By the way, by teach doesn't mean sitting down with a student and teaching necessarily. Your life is a teaching. Well, Yahweh tells you what his boundaries are. And when you cross them, that is sin. That's trespassing. Stepping where you do not belong. We have a real hard time with boundaries. It's a disrespect of the vertical alignment. It's a disrespect of the word as given as to saying, this is clean, this is unclean, this is right, this is wrong. Do this, don't do that. Those are all boundaries. So you want to make your ladies feel more safe, provided, and everything else? They will be so impressed to know that you're coming under a leader and that you're getting counsel and that you're submitting under an authority. Because then you're showing them that you're in the middle like everybody else instead of being sovereign into your own self, and then they don't trust that. Okay? Not that they don't trust you. It's just it's a nature thing. All of us need to maybe you weren't this way before, but when you came into alignment with Messiah and the Father, they felt better. So if a wife has a husband and the husband's not in that covenantal space, they don't feel as safe and provided and secure, but when he comes under, they can take a deep breath. They feel better knowing that alignment has been established correctly. So what does a lion do? It looks at the herd that's there of wildebeest or whatever, right? He's looking at the herd and he's looking for a weak link, a weak spot, one that's weaker, one that's not paying attention, one that we're looking for an opening, one that somehow managed to get a little bit separated from the rest of them. Notice that that's the one they're looking for, is the one that got separated from the group, from the pack. Remember, there's safety in the unity, the echad, the coming together of the body. You're out there on your own, you're less safe. You're more susceptible to the enemy coming to devour. So David's saying, I have wisdom because your instruction is always, right? When we talk about the Shema and the V'ahavta, it's like frontlets before your eyes. It's bound on your hands. It has to do, look at the armor of Elohim. It's girded around my waist, right? The belt of truth, right? These things, the word, the truth, is always a part of what I'm doing, how I walk, how I do, how I think. It's in frontlets before my eyes. It's in the actions of my hands. It's all there. That's where the wisdom gets applied, or the knowledge gets applied, and that's what wisdom is. If you are studying it all day long, if you're loving the Torah, if the commands are going to make you wiser, it only is going to be valuable if it's ever before me, if it's ever in front of your eyes. It's got to be in the front of your thoughts, awareness. That's what it means to have it in front of your eyes. Everything that's happening, everywhere you go, everything you're doing, the brain is going, is this appropriate according to the standard called the Torah? There has to be that little awareness, checker at all times.